Hello everybody, Jelsa Farmer here. Welcome to my video. Today I'm gonna test a couple of mods that I've downloaded and bought. First of all, it's this TMR mixer which I just placed yesterday, and the John Deere tractor. I'm a little bit uncertain about number on this one because I'm a little bit confused, but we'll come back to that. First of all, we'll do the TMR mixer. There has been a couple of new mods coming out lately with these kind of mixing stations. I think the other one was by DD Mod Passion, and this one was made by, let's say, Rolly Christie 1. And the reason why I went for this one is because I saw a little bit about the cost and benefit with this one. It was a little bit cheaper, and it also contained a little bit more than the other one. So this one you will find under placeables and miscellaneous, and it's all the way more or less here it is. It's $80,000 or euros, and it contains 300,000 liter and a daily maintenance of $60. Now in the mod hub at the website it says that you have to be very careful where to place it. It has to be a dead flat ground to place it. And I thought, well, that's not gonna be an issue for me. I'm in Holland and it's the most flatted ground I can find, I think. So I found out I could place it more or less everywhere. I wanted to have it in my farm here next to the cow barn and the silo, but I ended up over here. Now bear in mind, and this is it's pretty important if you have some narrow space, is that when I were to place this one, I had it this way around, with the pipe going to the right, and when I pressed place, the whole TMR mixer station turned around 180 degrees and ended up like you see it now. Luckily I had space on both sides, so it doesn't matter that much to me, but if you place it close to anything else, or you have a narrow space, just bear in mind this will flip around 180 degrees. So that's this one. So, and this one you can enter as a vehicle. This one looks pretty sharp, doesn't it? Pretty good graphics here, and you can of course start it up. I need my help window now. Press L1 and square, and it starts chopping up the products. While if you go out of the vehicle or the station, it stops. So I'll come back to that also later. Here you of course have your hay, your straw, and your silage. So let's start fill it up. So I've prepared a couple of trailers here, one with hay and one with silage, because yeah, I don't think you need straw for this one. I have of course tested it yesterday, and there are some glitches which I come back to, but yesterday I just put hay and silage in it, and it said that I had total mixed ration. So let's drop this one in here. Hay. So I prepare more or less the same amount, about 20,000 liters of hay and 20,000 liters of silage. Let's go and dump the silage. Oh, a little bit too close. There we go. So I don't know if I need hay, no, straw or not, or we can just fill up if we have some straw from a field. But when I enter the... There we go. So let's go have a look. So now it says 40,496 liters. So if we enter the vehicle now, you can see that hay and silage is more or less in where they should be, and they're all green. And if you look at the bottom right side of the screen, it says that I have actually 40,000 liters of total mixed ration. So do I really need straw? So let's try to discharge. I have to use this small one. This is actually the only one that fits up into my cow feeding area. And here is actually where the first glitch come in. Oh, let's just move the John Deere a little bit. So when you go under the pipe, you don't get any option of loading TMR. So you have to enter the TMR station, like here, enter vehicle, and then it says total mixed ration, start overloading, R1 and triangle. So I think we need to turn it on, L1 square, and then let's start overloading. There we go. And if I go out of the station now, it will stop. You heard it stopped, but it keeps pouring out of the pipe. If I go into the tractor now, you see on the bottom right side it doesn't fill up, it stopped, but the graphics show that it's still filling up. So that's probably just a small bug that the modder can fix. What if I drive away from here now? What will happen? Okay. It keeps going. So do I lose my product now or? No. This is the same. It's stable. There we go. Total mixed ration shower. So let's just fill it up, I think. I haven't tried actually one thing here. Let's see. Okay, now it stopped. Okay. Let's fill up the trailer. There we go. And it's actually stopped now. That's good. And let's go and feed the cows. I think I managed to fill up. Let's see, cows. Oh, they're more or less full. But what I want to try is, if for example you got too much in the trailer, can you then dump it back into the mixer station? There we go. Let's feed them up, get them really good and fat, and produce some milk. Oh, let's not take it all. Okay, let's leave half of it, and let's see if I can pour the rest of it back in the station. And yeah, by the way, this is the option that I'm using at the silage. I was wondering to buy or lease a wheel loader with a bucket, but then I came over a video with a guy showing this milling machine, which is actually pretty awesome. You just put it on the front of a tractor. You need, of course, a PTO connector in the front, and then a trailer on the back, and you're good to go. It's just a matter. I can actually show you. No, I can't, because I have the wrong product in the trailer. Yeah, but you get the picture. So, if I now have some leftovers, can I dump it back in here? Of course. Nice. And you can see the level is filling up. Okay. So that's good. But that brings me actually to one of the biggest glitches or errors I found out about this, because as I said, I tested this yesterday. I filled it up. I got a lot of hay out on my field. I filled it up with silage, and I think I had about 140,000 liters in it. I fed the cows, and I had like, I don't know, maybe 80,000 liters again. Then I went on playing another map, and today, when I started up the game again, this was empty. Totally empty. So I don't know if that's a bug in the mod, or I don't know, it has to be. And also there's another small thing, doesn't bother me that much, but this one here, I don't know what it is. Some kind of fan, but it's hovering in the mid-air. You can't actually see it from this side, but if I go here you can see it. So I guess that's also some small bug. But for mixing TMR it's good, and you can dump everything back in. But what I want to try, and I go fast forward or I come back, I'll save the game, I go completely out of the game, I come in again, and let's see how much I have. So now I have 29,785 liter. Okay, moving on. So this is the next mod that I bought today. It's a John Deere tractor. When you start at Hollandsvel, you have 3 Fendt tractors, and the smallest one became a little bit too small for my use, and it was a little bit slow. So then I went in and I bought this one. And this one you will find under, you have to of course download the mod. It's placed under medium tractors, and there's actually two versions of it. It's the 730 Premium Series with or without gear shift sound. So of course I went with the gear shift sound. It's the same price, and there's actually a lot of different configuration that you can do with this. I guess there's a lot of other reviews that have gone through this, but I kind of liked it. You can have front hydraulics, of course, front load attacher. These things are at least a given for my use as a farm tractor, and it's pretty powerful also. It's 209 horsepower, and look at the price. It's only 101,000 when you configure it like this. And the old Fendt tractor, which only had 120 horsepower, I sold that for 105,000. So this is cheaper, and it's quicker, and it's more powerful, and yeah. And another thing which I also added was the I think it's on the design. No. Yeah, beacons. Beacons on top. You can either have two or one on each side. So I went with two beacons because I finally found out how you turn on the beacons on PS4. So let's try it out. And yeah, it has actually some cool features also. When you enter the tractor, the steering wheel will drop down closer to you. Let's see. Oh, I have to do like this, I think. Let's do it again. Nice. And also you can open both of the doors. Let's look on the outside. If you press L1 and R1 at the same time, you get the different options of opening and closing. So if I go L, let's see, there's with 3 opening doors or 2 doors and a window, it's it's confusing, but so L stick does the back window open and close. R stick left and right does the right door, of course, and then R stick up and down open this one. So there we go. On a nice and warm day like this, you can yeah, there you see. For console, when you're doing the right stick, if you go a little bit out of the axis, you steer both of them at the same time. So what I was really curious about was the gear shift sound. So let's boost up the engine sound. Yeah, this vehicle volume, let's bring it all the way up maybe. Look at the sound. So let's see, let's floor it. I think it's nice. So let's hear the sound from inside. It's like a drag race with a John Deere. And the let's turn down the sound. I haven't been the biggest John Deere fan over the time, but I think this is a very good tractor, and I see there's coming out some big ones now that I also really liked. But about the definition of the tractor itself, if you see here, it's called the 7030 Premium Series, both of these. So 7030. So if I click in on it and look on the hood, it says 7130. So I thought, yeah, maybe the one with the gear shift has another number, but if I go into this one, it's the same. It's 7130. Whilst on the left side it says 7030. And if we look here, it says 7530. So it's not gonna bug me that much, but maybe it's a bug in the mod itself, and you can actually look through the front there. Cool. So yeah, new farm tractor, really good. So I think that was more or less it. I'll come back with a short update on what's actually going to happen here. If I'm gonna lose everything, then well, it's not gonna get 5-star rating from my side, but I might have to keep it. I paid 80,000 for it, so I'll just have to make sure that I make enough or not too much that I can feed the cows with. So see you in a bit. So I'm back. I've saved the game, I quit the game, I went all the way out and now started up the map again. So let's see the status on the TMR mixer. Has it emptied or is it still containing TMR? So this isn't showing anything. Maybe I have to enter the vehicle. And it said 0. Okay, so that means that if I turn it on, no. So obviously I lost those 23,000 liter. That's a bit worrying. So I assume that there will be update to this mod, hopefully. I don't want to sell it. Let's see, if I sell it, how much do I get for it? Yeah, 40,000, half the price. No, I'm not gonna sell it. I'll trust the modder to update this, and in the meantime I'll just have to make sure to make the right amount that can get into my cows. Yeah, well, that's it. Pretty good TMR mixer with some bugs here and there, but overall I think it's a good one. I'll keep it. Okay, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you see something I haven't captured in this video, and I'll see you the next time.